Hey guys, what's up? It's Dan from Team Mambo, and we're joined yet again by Olan, who's going to show us how to combo with his Nekroz deck that he made in the last video.
Okay. So as I explained in the last video, the whole reason behind the deck is to make this Vanity's Ruler, right? So the main combo you want to do is you always want to see Brio and you want to see Pencil Plume. Now Pencil Plume can easily be mid-combo replaced with either of these or with the Chalice Slime, and I'll show how to do it with Chalice Slime. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. But these two also work the same way. You just don't want to open up with your Mandra. This is much better to open. This is like the most optimal like 2-card combo you can open, because if your Brio gets ashed, you still finish with 2 incantations on board, so you're not getting fucked. So the main combo is you're using Pencil Plume, revealing this, and you're special summoning Mandra. So Mandra is like one of the key pieces in your deck because it searches any ritual monster. So your go-to search is always going to be Ben 10 because Ben 10 is searching your ruler. Now you can replace the search of Ben 10 with a multitude of other cards depending on what you finish with, like Unicorn and Kaleido. That ends up in a Ben 10, as well as Extra Foolish or Prep. These can also be substituted for ways to get into Ben 10. They can also be used to get into Brio if you don't open Brio. So Incantation Talismandra was search your Ben 10, so this is what you have in hand. It's these two and these two on board. So you're going for Brio, and Brio is getting you Claws, which is getting you Cycle. So once you have Cycle and Ben 10 in hand, you're going to activate your Cycle, summoning your Brio, attributing Ben 10, and then Ben 10 will go off and get you Vanity's Ruler to hand, and tribute off your 2 shit incantations to summon Vanity's Ruler. And that's just your 2-card combo. If you count the summons, you're only summoning 4 times, so it plays around Nibiru. Also, there's 1 or 2 like mid combo things you can do as well, which I'll show in a minute. But you're not losing any card advantage doing this, and it's just so good. Like they can't out this most of the time.
Good combo.
So the next is if you do open with Chalice Slime instead, it's like pretty simple. It's like the same thing. Instead of you're gonna finish on 1 less card because you're gonna have to tribute off your Brio to summon Vanity's Ruler. But essentially you're just discarding Chalice Slime to get Mandra, to get Ben 10, and then doing the whole thing again, and then doing the whole thing again to get all these to summon Brio, and then you tribute them both for Ruler. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then there's 1 or 2 other things you can do. So if you open either of these along with your combo openers, if you open either of these or any of these as well, anything really that just gets you an extra ritual spell or trap, that you have a choice of going into Kaleido or Unicorn, so opening a Claws or something like that, that will mean that you're also able to summon Unicorn in the middle of the combo. All you're doing, so let's say we open this, all we're doing is using Brio to get Unicorn, using Pencil, Mandra, Ben 10, then Kaleido for Unicorn, sending Herald, and then that gets you your Cycle to finish your combo. You can also do different variations where you get Ben 10 instead, depending on what you open. Then for more minor combos, obviously if you open this, any incantation, it's not even a combo, it's just you're going -1, just summon it. So if you do see this guy, it's pretty fucking good.
And there's one final combo with Valkyrie.
Yeah, there's 2 minor plays. Just they're it's not even combos. I'm just gonna kind of explain what you want to do, because you'll know once you start playing the deck. They'll be 3 to 4 card, not 3 to 4 card combos, but you'll see the pieces there. Mainly the whole line you're looking for is a way to get into Ben 10. So the easiest way to spot going into Ben 10 is can you incantation for Mandra? If yes, then you're getting Ben 10. And if you open either of these, then you also have a way into Ben 10. If you don't have a way into Ben 10, then you don't want to try and combo, you're going to want to finish on something else. As I mentioned in the deck profile, sometimes finishing on Unicorn is okay, but obviously it's not even nearly as strong as Ruler. So the other not combo, but interaction that you want to look out for is Valk. So Valk seems pretty bricky in hand. If you haven't used Extravagance, however, and you have one of these ways to get into Benten, keep in mind that you can use Valk's effect to tribute Benten, and then that gets you into your Ruler. As well, like, it's not even terrible when you do that, because like you're tributing Benten to draw a card and then you're getting Ruler, so like it's pretty good 4-card advantage, but most of the time you're tributing this off so the draw gets mitigated. But as long as you have a way to summon Valk, if you have Benten in hand and like any incantations or shit like that, like keep in mind you can tribute your Benten. Like sure, it helps with this as well. Most of the time I'll find myself opening like Rhoda or Shurit and thinking like I've fucking bricked, but if you do end up summoning Valk, most of the time it will be with Shurit. Then tributing for Benten ain't bad. And the last kind of interaction is Trish. So as I mentioned previously as well, Trish can be pretty bricky in your opening hand, but since this is a 6, like your claws, your pencil, or your Shurit, because keep in mind Shurit doesn't have to be used for a full tribute, can also be used to summon Trish. It feels pretty bad summoning a blank Trish on your opponent's board, but if your opponent can't out Ruler, it doesn't really matter. Like you're winning the game anyway if they have no outs. So I think taking the neg is pretty good, because if the deck doesn't finish on Ruler, you're pretty screwed. And that's all the combos.
Okay, thanks a lot. We'll see you next time, Olan.
Appreciate